Hello everyone, it's Brian in Toronto. Today's video is going to be a contest entry for Sam St. John, a channel that needs no introduction. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you already know about his channel. He's having a contest for the sake of doing a contest, with the footnote that he is approaching 800 subscribers. So you should go there, check it out, subscribe if you aren't already. And what can I say about Sam? He's your triple threat, really. He sings, he plays guitar, I'm pretty sure he dances. Also, he talks about music on CD and vinyl, always has interesting things to say, and is always noted for having great hair, which I have to believe is true. So the idea here is to show 5 records that maybe new people to your channel might not know you have, maybe things that are out of your normal style, like maybe things you don't show regularly. And so if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I show things that are, I guess there's a lot of 80s music there. I guess there's a lot of new wave. In fact, I was thinking about the video I did in which I talked about the records the artists that I had the most of in my collection, and things that were in that video were XTC and Simple Minds, the Stranglers, Lou Reed, Gary Newman, that kind of thing. I've talked about, the Smiths recently, Joy Division, New Order's come up. So that kind of style. So in other words, not a lot of rock or mainstream hard rock and that kind of thing. So I picked 5 things that I've never shown on the channel. I've never shown any records from these bands, and never talked about them. I'm pretty sure on that. I'm confident I've never showed any records from these bands for sure. Whether I mention them, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think so. So in reverse alphabetical order, the first one I'm going to mention is Van Halen, Van Halen 2. Of course, this is known for Dance the Night Away. I'm sure you know that track. 1979, Canadian pressing. And let me just say a couple things about this. First is, this sounds amazing. I played it yesterday because I hadn't heard it in a while. And, this is your lowly Canadian pressing from 1979. And it sounds incredible. Like I'm assuming it must be an all analog recording. So it made me think about Mo-Fi and UHQR, these one-step things. And this sounds, I'm going to say it again, it sounds amazing. So whether you like Van Halen or not, this record sounds really good. The other thing is, I was also thinking about Van Halen with Sammy Hagar, and I don't think so. Number 2, Ozzy Osbourne. Now, I have mentioned Black Sabbath because I have shown a Black Sabbath record, Master of Reality, in fact, but this is the first time I've ever mentioned or shown an Ozzy Osbourne record. Blizzard of Oz from 1981, again, a Canadian pressing. Obviously, the big track here is Crazy Train. So this sounds good. Ozzy. And now the third record is something a little bit special because it's the second record I ever owned and the first one I bought with my own money. The first record I owned was a gift, and it was called Goofy Greats. It was a double record with a bunch of novelty songs, maybe from K-Tel or something like that. Flying Purple People Eater, the Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, Ahab, the Arab, which is politically incorrect now for sure. So songs like that, and I ditched that at a lawn sale. But this is the first record I bought with my own money. In my small hometown, we didn't have a record store when I was young, but they had a stereo shop, and sometimes there was records that were of interest on a rack. And so one day I walked in and I bought this, Kiss, the originals from 1976, with the debut, Hotter Than Hell and Dressed to Kill. And, I was really into this back then. By the way, it's a triple record, of course. There's the gatefold. It has, amazingly, the booklet is still here, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to show you every page here, but this booklet. Now, unfortunately, it did come with 6 wallet-size, full-color Kiss Superstar cards, I guess so you can carry them in your wallet, and a giant Kiss Army sticker. Now, unfortunately, a few years after this, I did a school project. I'm not sure how many years after. Some years after, I did a school project, and I used those things in the project, so I stuck them down onto paper and made a booklet or something, which was probably the wrong thing to do, but those are long gone. But I still have this, and it's got a bit of shelf wear, but I'm the first owner, the original owner of this record. So I've never shown Kiss before. Another band I've never shown is Deep Purple in rock. Again, a Canadian pressing, which sounds good. From 1970. Wrong way. Yeah, so yeah, probably not people's favorite Deep Purple record, but I mean, it starts with a bang. And then a record, and I will note that I put this under C in my collection. So Steve, if you're listening, this record goes under C. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. Of course, with Welcome to My Nightmare, it has Only Women Bleed. I think those are the two tracks that most people would know. Special guest star Vincent Price, of course, by his longtime producer Bob Ezrin. The inner sleeve. Perfect. 5 records I've never mentioned from artists I've never mentioned. Now, I always forget to say this at contests, but go and check out Sam's channel and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will talk to you next time.